Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Mr. Waleed AlDayl. Mr. Waleed AlDayl, what do you do at the Arabian Leopard Fund?
Well, the Arabian Leopard Fund is one of the organizations that aims to create the right focus on the cause of the endangered leopard in the IUCN Red species and how the efforts are collaborated to bring it up to a safe zone and potentially take it all the way to the green list.
Amazing. So what efforts are you guys doing exactly in terms of Arabian leopard preservation and conservation?
So the Arabian leopard conservation is a large value chain that includes multiple organizations from the ministry, the Center for Wildlife, and also the Royal Commission for Alula, including the system of protected areas in Saudi Arabia, and that's only part of Vision 2030 and Saudi Green Initiative, which take number of objectives, including increasing the number of protected areas within Saudi Arabia, which will be, and most of them will be targeted for the release of the Arabian leopard at the right time when the ecosystem is ready to welcome the Arabian leopard as the top of the value chain.
So tell me about your event that you're hosting today. What is your event about?
So today the event is about building capacity and capability around the Arabian leopard as an endangered species, whereby we send 50 of our students to go abroad and study a number of studies deemed appropriate and important for the Arabian leopard to increase the awareness, literature, research around this. So it include biodiversity, biology, and other subjects.
Amazing. Do you have any interesting success stories that you could tell us about?
Well, I think the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has already created a number of success stories around the Arabian leopard. Today, we have almost the third of the population of the Arabian leopard within the captive breeding center in Taif, and that's a great success by the ministry and now by the Royal Commission for Al-Ula. Last year alone, there was a successful birth of 7 cubs. And each year before that was a success by 1 or 2. So now we have this total number of 27 cubs, which we think they will be an important seed for the rewilding program, probably in 2030.
I'm assuming breeding Arabian leopards is not like breeding a house pet, for instance. What kind of strenuous activities do you have to go through in order to really bring back the species to a much par level of population?
So it's the conservation is multiple layers. So the captive breeding is one of these layers, which is to increase them in captivity, and that include a number of important elements such as taking care of their diet, taking care of their behavioral well-being, and of course all the medicine around the Arabian leopard since the birth all the way to maturity, and also making them ready to enter breeding programs and exchange programs. And also it takes an important care to create what we call gene pool diversity, whereby we have sometimes exchange program. Recently you saw the news of the leopard coming from from Oman, from Sultanate Oman, and that aims to diversify the gene pool, so we create, I would say, a healthy number of the leopards within the center.
Finally, last year, February 10th was named Day of the Arabian Leopard. What makes the Arabian leopard so iconic for the world, and particularly for Saudi Arabian society?
So we think it was an important move that we registered the Arabian Leopard Day as an international day. It started first with the recognition within Saudi Arabia almost 2 years ago, and then last year we get the recognition by the United Nations, and this, I think, create one point of the year whereby awareness is created. Yesterday we also the catwalk that took place in a number of parts of the world, in Asia, in North America, in Europe, and of course in Saudi Arabia, in Alula as well. And that create, I would say, the right awareness of how endangered the leopard is, and also what role we can play as individuals, as students, into the protection of the Arabian leopard.
And the culture of Saudi Arabia, what does the Arabian leopard mean to Saudis?
So for Saudi Arabia, it has always been a part of our history. It's a part of our legacy when it comes to the predators and the relationship between cattle raisers and farmers, and of course the leopard that is the top of the food value chain. Sometimes there are the stories of a little bit of a struggle to protect maybe the herds from the leopard, and also it's been in our culture as a source of pride, as a source of strength and power and dignity. So that's why we hold it in a very high esteem, and we think it's one of the important symbolic care when it comes to our biodiversity, and we would like to bring it back to its pride.
Thank you so much for your time, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Jeff.
Alula FM.
The sound of Arabia.